ओके। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Devtarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavanta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So we'll briefly discuss about the benefits of chanting, how we can clean our mind by the holy name. So that is the topic today. And then we can briefly share reflections what we understood from the class session, and then we can chant one round together. So cleaning the mind by the holy name, that is the topic. In the modern times now, there are advanced countries in the Western world, especially like USA, UK, and other countries. They're more advanced than India in terms of technological advancements. So in terms of nice, best cars, big bungalows, or uh, best transporting system, and so many luxuries, comforts, and facilities are there in America. But still, there are some young boys and girls, they're committing suicide, even though so many nice luxuries are there, so many comforts are there, so many conveniences are there. So we can ask why that is happening. Even though there, that means, even though all those luxuries are there, they're somehow not happy. Even after so much luxuries are there, what makes them unhappy? It's not that not having a job or not having a particular commodity, particular item that is making them unhappy. What makes them unhappy is the previous Janma karma. That means what the since they committed in the past, either this life or the previous life. That's what makes people unhappy, even though they have so many things in their life, so many luxuries in their life like that. So we can explore this principle with an example. So one Hare Krishna Satyak. So what you can, I'll briefly summarize. The topic we're covering is how to clean the mind by the holy name, by chanting the holy name. So we discuss how in the modern lives, modern times, great advanced countries, even like USA, UK, and all these advanced countries, people have so many luxuries in their life, but still they're not happy. And how do you see that they're not happy? Because so many people are committing suicide, even though there are so many luxuries and conveniences are there. Even rich people, not just poor people. So if you analyze what makes them unhappy, is not due to not having something that they need. They don't have job, they don't have a particular car, they don't have a big home, or not like that. Primarily, they are unhappy because of their past sinful activity, Purva Janma Karma. So that's why they're unhappy. So we can explore this with an example. The example is, let us say somebody stole something. Let us say somebody stole money from a bank or stole something from a store. Then is walking on the road. Then if he sees police, he'll be scared. Oh my God, police may be coming for me. Like that, he will be worried about. Whereas if you didn't do any stealing or anything like that, if you're a happy person, if you're conducting our life cleanly, then even if we see police, we'll not feel worried. Oh my God, what will happen to me? Will they catch me like that? So similarly, people who have done any sinful activity in the past, they are suffering now. Basically, sinful activity leads to suffering or pain. We don't want pain, but they come due to past sinful activity. So now in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, now we're talking about solution part. We talked about the problem part, which is due to the past sinful activity, we're suffering right now. The pain is coming because of the past sinful activity. That can be this life or previous life also. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says 18.66, that is 66 verse in 18th chapter, Sarvadharma Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Ahantam Sarvapebhyo Moksha Ishyami Masuchaha. So do not fear, you surrender to me, you follow my direction, then I will remove all sinful reactions like that. That means he is removing all the sufferings and pains like that. So this is like when we are chanting devotion service process, surrendering to Krishna starts with chanting his holy name. reading his instructions from Bhagavad Gita, hearing his instructions from Bhagavad Gita, and practicing in our life. So, for example, there is a fan that is going on the ceiling, and then it's turned on. It's going very high speed. The moment you turn off the fan, it will still move, but it will slow down slowly, gradually. It slow down, and finally it comes to halt. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna, what we're doing is we're turning off the fan like that. We're turning off the switch for removing the past sinful reactions. So gradually they will all get wiped off. That means we'll get happiness in life. No sufferings will go away because of past sinful reactions are getting wiped out. So that is why by chanting, we're actually expressing to Krishna, please forgive me for whatever sinful reactions I've done in the past. I'll follow instructions now like that. So that is the solution portion. By chanting Hare Krishna, following Krishna's instructions, we can get rid of the current suffering because it removes the past sinful reactions. That's what Krishna promises in Bhagavad Gita. So now, another thing we can know, because the topic is how impure mind can be cleansed by chanting Hare Krishna by holy name. So we can understand how the impure mind affects us and how the purity helps us. So, for example, in one of the device sessions, you might remember, Discover Yourself seminars, question sessions, you might remember there's an example, analogy we discussed. How intelligence is like the CPU or a processing unit, and mind is like a hard disk that is storing all the impressions, what we are seeing, what we are doing, like that, impressions. And then the hands and legs are like servo motors. So, if you compare this analogy, basically, how in a computer, CPU runs the programs that are there in a hard disk, and that makes the computer run and do different things. Similarly, through the intelligence, which can control the mind is subordinate of the intelligence. So intelligence can control the mind, and with a based on how the mind quality is, that will direct the actions that are being done by the hands and legs. So in other words, based on the how pure or how impure the mind is, our actions by the senses will follow. So if somebody is engaged in bad behavior, bad qualities, the way to help them is to purify their mind, because impure mind will result in impure actions, whereas pure mind will result in pure actions. So the way we can purify the mind and intelligence is intelligence can be purified by hearing lectures on Krishna consciousness or by reading scriptures or like Bhagavad Gita. That's how intelligence can be purified. And then intelligence can direct the mind. And how the mind can be purified? By chanting the Hare Krishna. So if you uh, chant Hare Krishna, by chanting Hare Krishna, like it's like mind is focused on one point. For example, many of you might know a lens that we use play in the childhood, convex lens as it's called. So sun rays can come in the lens, and then we can concentrate it in one place on the paper, and then as this focused, all the heat is focused in one sharp point, the paper will start burning like that. Similarly, by chanting Hare Krishna, we're bringing all the focus into one place, and all impurities in the mind can be cleansed gradually. And then when the mind is purified, it will result in pure actions by the senses. Whereas unclean mind can result in unclean behavior and makes us unhappy. Whereas clean mind will result in clean behavior and makes us happy. So that's why to get rid of any unclean habits we might have, it's very patiently and daily we need to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is helpful for cleansing our mind and becoming happy. So one example we can see in Sri Prabhupada's life in the ISKCON movement itself. In the early days of ISKCON, when Sri Prabhupada came from India to USA, he he gave the chanting. The people who were coming to that time were young people, Americans, who were frustrated with life, who were hippies. They were taking drugs, they were taking intoxication like that. But when they came to Sri Prabhupada engaged them in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, their mind became cleansed, and their habits became pure, and they became happy. So much so that these same American boys who were one time very hippies into bad behavior, they not only got to good behavior, they became very saintly, and they became teachers, and they started sharing Krishna consciousness in India also. India, some of them went to UK. Like that, they started sharing Krishna consciousness. So the chanting Hare Krishna is so potent that it will take us from sinful activity to happiness in life like that. So simply by chanting daily, our mind is completely cleansed, and the result is that we will become happy. So this should be our inspiration to chant Hare Krishna every day. Yeah. So I'll pause there. If one of you, both of you can share some comment that what you remember from this session or what you like from session, then we can go to chanting Hare Krishna together also.
Mm, Prabhuji, I have two questions, if I can
Yes.
ask.
Sure, bro. Ask Dhruv. Yeah.
Yeah, so regarding suicide, I heard it from somewhere that if a Atma commits suicide in one lifetime, for the next seven lifetimes, he will have to face the same situation where he will commit suicide. Is there anything like this written in the scriptures, or did you come across such term?
Yeah, I did not personally come across that so far. It may be there in some scripture, I do not know, because scriptures are very vast. There may be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm,
I don't know many things. So
mm-hmm,
that I have not heard. But what I heard is suicide is a decision that we're making. Is we're not forced by something to do
mm-hmm,
suicide. It's our decision. That means we are using our free will to take away this life. Number one. Number two, because we're doing it like that, and the next body is not ready yet. So we will not get the body for some time. That means you probably heard about ghosts that are roaming around
mm-hmm.
with a body, with a gross body.
Yeah.
So that is really the condition of the person immediately after dying. That much I know, but I don't know how it will continue for 7 lives. That I do not. I never heard so far like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
And one more question about chanting, Prabhuji. So
Mm,
I have been practicing chanting
mm,
regularly in past few months, and one
mm,
thing I noticed is sometimes I do it very peacefully,
mm.
but sometimes my mind is disturbed.
Yes.
So physically I sit down and keep chanting, but my
Mm.
subconscious mind is always thinking about and getting distracted. So how do we keep our subconscious mind also stable while chanting?
Wonderful. Yeah. The good thing is, Bhakti Yoga process is wonderful, and the chanting process is wonderful. That uh, you don't need to get some qualification to start the practice. Good thing is wherever we are, we can start. So
Mm-hmm.
that means even though currently our mind is going here and there, if we invest the time for Krishna, Krishna appreciates that love. That means, wow, even though his mind is going everywhere, he's dedicating his time for me. He's chanting
Mm-hmm.
my holy name. That appreciation Krishna has. Not like material world. If I don't finish my project, irrespective of how many nights I was awake to trying to finish the project, my boss will not be happy. He will say you didn't deliver. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum will say I'll give you one more chance. That's all. But Krishna is appreciates the endeavor we're making also. That is one important point we need to note. Then that means Krishna is still happy with us, whatever we're trying our best. Number one. Number two, how do we work on it? How we work on it? We try to see what is bothering us. Actually, this is a good indication. When we're chanting, whatever we're thinking, that means our attachment is towards that. Whether worrying
Mm-hmm.
about job, worrying about studies, whatever is that, right? Our family, that is our attachment. We need to remember that. So now, how to work on that slowly and gradually is two things. One is right in the moment of chanting, when our mind goes somewhere. Initially, we'll remember, we'll understand my mind has gone somewhere only after 1 minute. At least after understanding that, instead of okay, it is going, let me think what next, instead of going like that, bringing it back. Abhyasa yoga yuktena, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita like that. So by practice, we bring the mind back. That is one practice we do.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, some devotees keep a small book. That way, they'll think that sometimes what happens is while chanting, we'll get the to-do list. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that like that. So we keep a small book and pen and write it down. That way, it is gone there. It's gone out of the mind and to the book is written there. I will take care of it later on. Our mind will can become peaceful like that. That's one more tip that helps some people to follow like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing we can try to do is before chanting, try to chant in the morning if possible. That helps to mind to be little peaceful because we're not gone through the day already. So all the mind, if you go through the day, then it will keep on bringing something like that. That is another thing we can try. And then other thing we can try is before chanting, we'll pray, my dear Krishna, please help me to chant nicely, attentively like that. And then we do our best endeavor. What we'll notice is as we keep chanting regularly, the amount of the time the mind goes different places reduces gradually. It's
Mm,
not like tomorrow morning I'll be peaceful, no thoughts like that. The amount of thoughts will gradually reduce. Then that's so actually that means our mind is getting purified. As the mind is getting purified, we're getting into mode of goodness, and mind can become calm instead of thinking about past, thinking about future like that. So,
mhm.
so in essence, keep chanting regularly. Then through the power of bhakti and through the purification that chanting brings to the mind, then our thoughts will reduce during the chanting basically. Make sense?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Sure. Yeah. Anything you learned from the class today?
Yeah, asking you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so this is what I learned, Prabhuji. Like chanting, I was always worried. Like if I am like physically I'm doing chanting, but is it affecting me? Because my subconscious mind sometimes always keeps thinking other things. So now I got to know like effort is important even, and then slowly while practicing every day, so it will gradually decrease.
Wonderful. You got it nicely. Yeah, you understood properly. Yes. And the consciousness is also important, but is not useless, is not a waste. It is
Mm-hmm.
helping us purify gradually. Yes. Good. Thank you. Satyak, you have anything from today's session?
Puji Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think the beautiful part is if when Prabhupada came to USA, even if somebody like us who had access to this through family or through our hometown or through our culture, who had access to holy name or like from the beginning, if we had access to that and if we like were part of the moment when it started, it would have been different. But I think the beautiful part is the hippies who were drug addicts who had no access to any of this from the childhood. They were able to understand. So if they were able to understand, then it should be much easier for us to follow this path. So
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got it. Yes, exactly. That's the beauty of the Bhakti Yoga. Anybody can get qualified. You don't need to have certain qualifications, some intelligence, some good habits. Then only I can do Bhakti, not like that. Anyone can start. And we are in a better position because we have grown up in Indian culture. We know Krishna. We heard about Krishna. We heard about different gods. We heard about some religious principles. We don't have so many unclean habits. We have several good habits. So it's easy for us to practice Bhakti. Very good point, Satyak. Yeah. Nice. So we can chant together then. Let me start sharing my screen so we can see the mantra.
yes, Prabhu.
We can chant together.
So I was just curious, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
like if someone has suppose a bad habit of drinking
Uh-huh.
and at the same time he practices bhakti yoga as well,
Uh-huh.
so is that considered, like how would Krishna see that?
The two things. One is even though he's doing whatever he's doing, is adding Krishna element to it. That means he may be doing bad things, but he turned his face towards Krishna. That is appreciated by Krishna. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, because he started including Bhakti Yoga in the process while he's doing bad habits like intoxication, for example. So he will get strength through the spiritual practice. And because of strength with the spiritual practice, slowly becomes detached from the intoxication, other bad habits like that. That
Mm-hmm.
that is a good thing that he can do. So Krishna still considers that he's trying. One time Prabhupada gives an example. He says, everybody can become Krishna conscious. Everybody can remember Krishna. A drunkard can think, wow, this liquor is so nice. Krishna is the taste of the liquor like that. Then Krishna will give some positive punch to him. Like that he says. So that way, everybody can add. That's why it's not important to stop everything bad. It's important to add Krishna in life. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you try to stop everything by our own capacity, we cannot do it many times.
Yeah.
But if you add Krishna to the life, Krishna will help us to get over the bad habit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're doing the right thing by including Krishna in their life. Yeah,
Okay, makes sense, bro.
yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So that's why many times we don't even stress on you have to stop meat first before taking Krishna consciousness. You have to stop this before. No, first take Krishna consciousness. Then that will help you, give
Mm,
strength. Otherwise, we may not be able to handle it ourselves. Yeah. So let me start sharing, and we can chant the Panchatattva mantra after me, and then we can chant the Hare Krishna mantra together, all of us. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Sri Advaita Gadadhara,
Sri Advaita Gadadhara,
Srivasadi,
Srivasadi,
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaurav.
Yeah. So what we can do is we can chant Hare Krishna together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Jai Shri Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.